in the bank.
Rates are good. Pretty exciting.
You know why? Right.
Free money. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, welcome back to the program. Thanks for staying with us. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk. The big money segment of the program, 651-231-2500 is the number to call Kelvin and get the great rates. Get the great rates and the low cost. We're finishing up. Kelvin, what do you got?
Well, I got a bunch of stuff. One, that's a great intro for Patty and Trent earlier, like a few years ago. Now it's not as cheap. So money's a little bit more expensive.
It's all relative, Kelvin.
It's relative.
Yeah.
I don't think we're standing in the way anymore of transactions being completed, where I think for a while it was. When we're mid-sevens, hugging 8, bad credit,
bounced a lot of people out.
It did.
Or at least down.
Yep, down
into an area where there's no inventory.
How many people don't we have that you're pre-approved to buy $500,000 and now you're pre-approved to buy $400,000 and then just wondering if you could not put in that closet and save $50,000.
Right.
Perfect. Just that was tough for a while. But rates right now, I mean, we continue we're not getting the reprieve that we were hoping, which is the same thing I say every week, right? Mm-hmm. But this past week, rates moved up a little bit again. I mean, you're going to be 7. You're going to hug 7, and we'll do some things. We'll get you down a little bit lower. We can do some buy down stuff. We can do all sorts of things to help get you down. But the reality is 30-year fixed money's high 6s, low 7s based on where you're at credit-wise. And what's interesting, I had a situation this week where I was going through with a really strong credit, and they're like, man, I thought the rates would be better because my credit's so strong, and it's so this and so that. And like, no, not anymore, because they changed that. Freddie Fannie did some things
to subsidize
the lower. So it's basically take from good credit and help out low credit. Mm-hmm. So now the rates literally, if you have like a 650 score to 680, you're as good, if not a little bit better than the higher credit people because they're subsidizing because they've got
so
such
do you
a
counsel then nick it up a little bit then?
Well, I'm telling them to miss a payment here or there, not bad.
There and we'll be in
no, I
shape.
don't. No, I got to fix that too.
Yeah, right.
So it gets to be a lot. So rates are where they are, but it's not prohibiting people from making moves anymore, and it was for a while. So I like that.
Yeah.
One of the things we talk about is like I did a buy down. We're doing some buy down stuff, so we're in the high 4s for buy downs. But understand that it's going to be high 4s and high 5s and then high 6s. And the hope in all of that is that there's going to come a point in time where we're going to be able to refinance that out just into a 30-year fix, and we don't charge any lender fees. Any appraisal fee when we refinance. We have our lifetime guarantee on that. So it helps people. It calms their nerves a little bit. We're going to swap out your escrow account and stuff like that, but that's about it. So that's good. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick before I get into my questions for Patty and Trent is just on down payment assistance programs out there. We had a record this week where we have $76,000 of grant money going into a transaction.
Wow.
$76,000. It's guy in our office, it wasn't mine, right? So guy in my office, I said, how you doing? He goes, God, I have this one. Can I run through it with you? And man, you have to have the front ratio has to be certain, the back ratio, this, that. I said, well, how many do you have? He goes, I have 6 grant programs stacked on top of each other, $70-some thousand that they're reducing that thing. So I just wanted to touch on some of these programs and just say, hey, I'm just going to run through them. Shoreview, Woodbury, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Bloomington. Every community has
city programs
that we got to take, that we should at least look at.
Is there funding that runs out on those, Kelvin, or does it just seem like they got an unlimited bucket of money?
Man, Minnesota is a great place to get free money.
Yeah.
So come here, live here. Trent will pay it in taxes.
That's right.
Yeah, God bless him.
That's right.
Perfect.
Yeah, the 1%ers, we got to get them good.
Yeah,
right.
So Metro, and a lot of them, you have to be in this income bracket, right? So the area median income's a big deal. So everything has to be under that 80%. So for a household of 4, you have to make under $94,000, right?
Household income.
Household income. Okay. So not bad though. If you kind of think about it, and then some are at 60% area median income. So there's a specific box you have to fit in. Mm-hmm. But man, if you fit in that box,
how does that fit with the median household
price?
pricing.
Yeah.
That's a little tougher,
Yeah.
you know. So, and it's census tract stuff. It's like they have a map up where it says, hey, you have to buy in these areas, like Woodbury program, great program, $30,000, but you have to buy right in this slot of homes, right in this area. So there are things, but I just want people to know there's money out there. And if you got to work with a lender who knows them and understands how to stack it and do it, and like the different sizes of homes. I mean, in Dakota County, it's $365,000 is the max purchase price. So that's your starter home. Well, again, but it makes sense because that's probably going to be your price point. It's going to be probably where the income lands for these people, so they fit in the box. But man, there's a lot of money out there. So I just want people to know that we have it, we do it. I don't always talk about it.
Right.
So I just wanted to make things available there. I want to get back to Trent and Patty on my questions. So
been waiting all show.
Yeah, all show. Well, I want to touch on first thing, lot sizes. Why is it that I can't get a nice sized lot when I purchase a new home anymore?
Well,
I think we're probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But land cost is a portion of it. Fees.
Yeah.
Fees are out of control.
Yeah. That's interesting.
We hear every single day you need to produce affordable housing. But if you look at the amount of fees that go into a lot just to get it to developed stage where I can take it and buy a building permit for $16,000 on top of all the fees that are already in it, we've got, sometimes $70,000 into that project before we've even buried a shovel in the ground. Just in fees.
Just in fees. You haven't bought the dirt yet.
Nope. They haven't bought the dirt. They haven't put in the roads. They haven't done anything. So that's why lots have to continue to get smaller because the fees continue to get larger. And if you take a
fees from municipalities generally,
100%. And the building permit's at $16,000.
If the building permit's $16,000, how are you going to get a $25,000 lot? Like you're just not.
It's gotten a little bit out of control. So if you take a 2,000 or 2,300 square foot split entry in a starter home, and you take $100,000, try to spread that over that 2,200 square feet, that's your starting point. Now you're going to go out and buy lumber and concrete and plumbing and HVAC and all the other things you need to make that house livable.
But compare that to Wisconsin, though.
Exactly.
I mean, Minnesota and Wisconsin, we can build the same house just because of government regulatory compliance fees, $35,000 less in Wisconsin than Minnesota.
I got it. Interesting. Okay, that was my first question.
Prescott's busy.
So Prescott's good.
Prescott's very busy.
So I'm going to put you on the spot on a couple questions here. Favorite development right now? If you had to live in one of your developments, where would you go?
Favorites. Quite a few different things, but I would say my favorite just for the diversity of product is Peltier Reserve.
Okay.
We've got
where's that located?
That's
Inver Grove Heights. Yeah.
Okay.
We've got narrow lot single family. We've got mid lot single family. And we've got wide lot single family. We can offer
Ramblers.
Everything across the board in one development. There, it's 300. Just over 300 lots.
Oh, wow.
We're in phase 2.
There's no association in that development?
There is a small one for green space, but not an invasive association, which I would consider anyway. But yes, we can offer everything for everybody there.
And that's like Lone Oak Dot or Lone Oak Highway 3
It's west of
area.
3, by Target.
Just off that roundabout, right?
Yeah.
And it's Egan School District, too.
I've got 3 minutes, so
Okay.
try now.
Sorry.
Patty, let's go. What's yours?
Wisconsin, anywhere in Wisconsin.
Really. Probably your Prescott development would be your favorite. Okay?
Yes.
Favorite floor plan you guys have?
Oh, that's a hard one. Some of our split entries are very unique to the market. Yes, people think of traditional splits, and we've kind of turned a traditional split on its head. And people walk in and they're like, I didn't want a split entry, but this is not a split entry.
Right, it doesn't feel like
No, exactly. So we had some tricks up our sleeve for designing the split entries, and then there's some plans that have been with us since day one, like the Cottonwood and Marquette, and some of these that just have a soft spot in my heart, I guess.
Okay, Patty, what's yours?
Canton, it's a Rambler.
Really?
And it's very efficient, it's effective, it's a good use of space, especially for people like me who don't have kids at home, but family wants to come back because the space use is so friendly.
Cool. That's great. You talked about Fieldstone experience. I wrote it down. I love certain phrases, right? So what's the Fieldstone experience?
Well, the Fieldstone experience is we want to give you the best experience possible. We say it's your home, your way, from our family to yours. Whether you're building $420,000 down in Dundas or $4 million, you're going to go through the same process. You're going to deal with us, the owners, through the entire process, and we're just really hands-on. We want to make sure that we're making building fun. We want to make sure the whole process is fun, beginning to end.
What do you think on that Fieldstone experience? If you're talking to a realtor and they're looking at joining your team, what is that experience?
I would say it's about family. It's about collaboration, working together, but being boots on the ground and part of the communities.
That's
What
great.
kind of input? We've got a minute. What kind of input do your agents give, or feedback into helping you develop product lines?
A ton. We look to them as the professionals. Each market is so different that we ask them, please go research. Bring back to me what you find. Tell me what you think is going to be the sweet spot. What's going to be our market in this area? We use collaboration every single day.
Smart.
And they're the boots on the ground,
Yeah.
right? They're at the houses. They're hearing what consumers are saying as they come in. What's the good, the bad, the ugly? And we want to hear about that.
Thanks, guys, for coming in. Patty, Trent.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
FieldstoneFamilyHomes.com. Calvin Kaemingk, of course, give him a call, 651-231-2500. Calvin Kaemingk, our mortgage guru. And this is Real Estate Chalk Talk. I'm Keith Hittner for Keith Hittner, and we'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Your Real Estate Chalk Talk with the Hittner Group.